Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a dream match game coming up. Brian Sempai has finally decided to grace the shores of the Singapore Pokken Weekly, and as fate would have it, he ran up against VannyStar. So this is a matchup that I've been looking forward to personally for the longest time. So we're glad for the opportunity for us to present it here today on this stream. The Zard Detail that everyone's been waiting for. Who will come out on top? The young upstart that's been taking all the tournaments? Or the old god here since the beginning? Let's go. So Brian's running Eevee. While Vanny's running the usual stuff that she runs, and she looks like she's running Whimsical because she already has Rotom on deck and immediately spends that cash. Brian decides to take the shoot break because it's early in the game and it doesn't matter, the meter hasn't been built up that much, but Vanny, in the meantime, already on a huge roll, almost has a full bar of meter. And Brian started off on the back foot with less than half his health left. And Flare blitzes into an awkward position. Vanny, ready with the JY to... Wow. That was nearly a perfect. Vanny guessing right on almost every Yoki situation. This is starting off on the bad foot for Brian. He's almost got his own meter, but we're fighting against Vanny, who already has a full bar of meter. This time Whimsical doesn't grant her the immediate use of Rotom, so it's not too bad. And now they're dealing blows at close range. Vanny's JY is really on point. Getting all these stray hits. Brian feeling the pressure, bursting out. Goes over the 2x and is pressuring on Vanny's shoot now. But he takes the Fire Punch. And he's going back into the corner. He's gonna have to be careful. He doesn't respect the Yoki. He's stuck up against the wall. Rotom is gonna come in. It's gonna kill even more time off the burst. Vanny can stall for as long as she wants. And this is just looking really bad for Brian right now. He's activating the Eevee to try and get a little bit of last ditch health back. But he says he's got speed down and he's not liking it. He's really not liking it. Fire Punch manages to get some space in. But Vanny, with her own burst, doesn't need to take any of this pressure, goes right back out. Brian ready with the anti-air, but drops the combo, gets an Oki at least, and with this seismic toss, at least evens up the score. And he tries to go in for a second one, that was gutsy. It would have won him the round if it landed, but Vanny, keeping that in mind, already had the right reaction to it, immediately breaks the grab for taking the round. So far, looks like the champion of the last few ones is the one that's coming out on top. Brian, having not played his Zard in our weeklies for a long time, looks a little bit out of practice. Let's see if he can bring back some of that old muscle memory and turn this situation around. Going into round 2. Vanny getting the 2P color. The little rainbow stripe. Alright, here we go. No change in the supports. Vanny didn't get lucky, Whimsical this time. No meter, no support. Gonna have to live with it. Alright, that's a good start. Brian gets first blood with the field phase pressure. Tries to anti-air Flare Blitz, but anti-airing that move is finicky. Even for Zard himself, apparently. They trade blows. Brian guesses wrong on the Yuki again. Takes another stray hit. He's down to half health. He's gonna have to avoid these fireballs. Tried for a little bit of a cheeky Flare Blitz in between there. I think I like that idea, but it was just a tad too late, and he's going to take the shoot break again this time. He knows he can't afford to lose too much health. But I think that was a missed instant JY, and that just spelled the end of that round for him. Brian, what will you do? You've got a full bar of meter, but Vanny has the support right away, immediately going into Rotom. Let's see if Brian decides to take the shoot break this time. He does not. He wants to hold on to the full stick of butter. Goes out with a Fire Punch. Alright, he's getting a little bit of good Oki this time. Flare Blitz clanking. Again. Goes over the Fire Punch. And now... I think he meant to burst there. Perhaps. Alright, he's activating burst now. Now he has a chance to turn this around pretty easily. All he needs to do is land a good starter, and that's what we're looking for. This is going to be a decent chunk of damage. And he's still holding on to that Eevee as well, so once Vanny bursts, he's gonna have the options as well, but he's got not too much life left. He's gonna have to be careful. Couple trades, and now Brian's sticking back a little bit, but he gets anti-aired, and that's going to be the end of it. Vanny doesn't even need to activate burst. So that was pretty convincing from Vanny. Brian, unfortunately, not quite able to perform up to the standards set by our new champion.